Welcome back to the network. I am Chris Bailey for those persons who are joining for the first time. In studios, we have the roots rocking reggae band, Earth Kry. Let's welcome them.
Greetings, one and all. Greetings, one and all. Pleasure to be here.
All right, guys. I know that you are on tour. How is the tour going so far?
Well, so far, no, so good so far, so good, man. You know?
Sid.
Still on the grind, you know?
Where are some of the places that you have been to?
Well, so far I've been to Florida, Key West, been to Boston, Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Indianapolis, New York,
Sid?
DC,
Yeah.
a couple places.
So it has been a busy summer for you guys.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I can say that. Busy summer. Very
Awesome.
busy.
Yeah, man, definitely. So which one of these events stood out in your mind so far? Which has been the greatest show that you have had so far?
I think that gonna be a different answer for everybody. For me, one of the nicest shows for me was Indiana. I mean, it wasn't a large show like that, but we just enjoyed the vibe. The energy of the people was nice, you know what I mean? So Indiana from the South Bend. Yeah.
See.
One of the nicest show them that for me.
Yeah, man. All right. What exactly stood out on that show?
Yeah, it's probably the largest collection. Maybe it's because I always wanted to play in Africa, and it's the largest collection of African people I ever seen in one place. And the vibe always looked like what I expected it to. You know what I mean? The vibe was exactly what I expected it to be like. You know what I mean? The energy that they gave off. I thought with Earth Kry really play and pull up tune, as you know, it's Jamaican culture, but that's the first time we were pull up tunes so much.
See. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Look at your friend Kira now.
Well, for me, I would say it would be Nectars, that is in Burlington. Yeah, that was my favorite show because for me, that was like the best sound that I got on tour so far.
Okay.
So that one stood out mostly for me.
Right. Yeah. Drum mix, right?
I tell you, the engineers are drummers, so you make sure the drum mix.
Yeah, hit the nail, brother.
Not only the mix, but also the drum itself. The drum itself was tuned properly, and it was just beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, hit the nail, Chris. Drummer.
Drummer. All right. Look at your friend, the job, yes.
Oh, for me, all of them nice, you know.
All of them nice?
All of them nice.
They mix it right by every show.
Well, I'm not gonna say that, you know, but we try our best, you know. All of them nice. Yeah, like Cali Roots, Indianapolis, all of them, every one of them. South Bend, you see me? Nectar did nice too. Nah, bash John still. Nectar did sweet for you. You see me? Nice vibe and thing, man. Show them going good, man. So far, so good, as I say.
I really can't pick one because every audience is different. The show would have a different over. You know what I mean? You can like a specific wedding for a specific reason. For the sound, the acoustic, or the lights. You know, but some weddings better with the sound, but the audience gives it a vibe, you know, the less interesting sounding one. So you know, it's not everything, but the greatest thing that people enjoy the music, you know, each night where we play, you know, people come up to us and thanks to the music. I love it, you know. That's the most important thing for me.
Awesome. All right, guys. We are gonna take one of those popular covers that you did. Yes, guys, you are listening to the sound of the Earth Kry band, Roots, Natty Roots. All right, guys, so we're going to bring back our guests into the stream at this time. So, guys, as was promised, we are definitely going to go into how the band started, a little bit of history about your band. All right, how did you guys come together to make Earth Kry? Which one I want to tell that?
I think the founding fathers were the best man them to take on that one year. No? One of the founding fathers.
All right. Who is that?
Well, basically, you know, as you might, you know, state in the intro, all of us went to Edna Manley, so that's where we all met. So, you know, we started Earth Kry a long time ago, like probably around 2008. You know, but you know, was just all me and Kieran is remaining from that original thing. So there's, you know, people come on and go within a 4 or 5 year span, I guess, a 4 year span. Different musicians come, you know, some never stay, you know, some disappear probably. But then Camardo, you know, I always say one can play. So when the chance came, you know, he came, and then it was just 3 of us at one point. Drum, bass, and keyboard. No singer, no guitarist. And then Keith recommended Aldin. I used to see Aldin at Edna Money. I know him as a keyboard player, but you know, I never knew him as a singer or a guitarist. And I never really talked to him, I always see him, you know what I mean? So, you know, Kieran reached out to him and then he agreed, came to rehearsal the first day. I saw him came with the guitar. I was shocked as I didn't play guitar, singing. And from there on, the core of 4 of us, we're doing for from around 2012. Yeah, 10 years. Around 10 years now. Yeah.
October coming in 10 years.
Wow. Yeah. Great. Yeah, man. I remember back in what 2012. Yes, I do remember that story as I was sharing with Jabis last night and Aldin. All right, guys. But the name Earth Kry, that is one of the greatest names I've ever heard in terms of a band name. How did you come up with that name?
Basically, we wanted to have a name that represent what we can our music, you know, speak about. So we really wanted the music to represent the cry of the grassroots people, the cry of the people of the earth, you know what I mean? So we came up with the name Earth Kry, you know, it's a sound. And crying, not always, a crying may not always be a cry of sadness, it can be a cry of joy, you know what I mean? So the music to take you different in different emotions. So that's really the basis of the name, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Name that Roots, Earth Kry. Yeah, man. Definitely, really catchy. All right, guys. So I realize that you mentioned that it's 4 of you guys. Why 4? Some reggae bands, 5-piece, even 6-piece bands. But why 4? Are you limited with using 4 people in your band?
No, I know. We're not limited, but as Philip stated earlier, we started out with different people in the band, and some disappear, as he said. You know what I mean? So maybe if they never disappear, you would have 6. Or you know what I mean? So yeah. So but this core group still has been together. I've been together for almost 10 years, and it feel right, you know? Everything, every step of the way, it just connect, you know what I mean? And the energy right. the vibe right, everything right. So we just keep it like this.
Right.
If we have a show require some hands, we add hands to it. If it require percussion, we add percussion to it. You know what I mean? But EarthKry
Yes.
is the core is for it. You know what I mean?
Right. But how do you compensate for the rest of instruments that are missing? Because I know you would have wanted an extra keyboard player. Philip is a person who does all the keyboard work. You know, how do you compensate for all the rest of musicians that you don't use?
Well, for me, playing keyboard, one thing with technology nowadays, you can backing tracks, so like I can bang and shuffle and then on the backing track I have the arms, even though that's not the real sound that we want the authentic thing. But,
Right.
we have to do things in step. Because as we go further in the interview, we understand where we have to do things in that manner before we take on the big challenges, because everybody else coming on in the band after all would be for hire, right?
Right.
And then hire hands player, extra guitarist. It's a different. Their thing is different from core of us. We are the one paying them. So and the EarthKry is a business, so you really have to kind of look at that on that point of view. And the band of all of the expenses. So every time you add something, it's just work for hire. You know what I mean? So until you get to a place where you can comfortable, okay, you don't want to tell them you can play, you can't pay them or you can't. You understand? So we have to learn how to make our sound big on stage, because we're going on the festivals. We do some of the biggest festivals across the world. And you're going to go on a festival where Alpha Blondy performing, all these great acts, great bands with full sound. We're touring with Catch a Fire and J Boog and all these groups, you know what I mean? And they have a full sound. So we have to find a way to make our sound full. Luckily, Aldian, talented enough to, switch from in clean to distortion and sound full, and then we can change our sound and style and the sound big as possible, you know what I mean? Until we get to a place where we can comfortable pay the hands player, and not just pay, but all the logistics like getting them on visas, the logistics are moving them around, making sure they're comfortable. Because we do a lot of grinding to get to a certain point. And we don't want to bring somebody in to go through that grind. It's not their business, you know what I mean? They're not obligated to do that. And I don't think it's really fair for them to go through that. So until we get to that point, then, we have to just keep using some of the things that we're using now.
Seeing. I'm happy you mentioned Alain. All right. Now Alain, you have a double role in the band. You are the lead
Yes,
singer
sir.
and the gitsy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, how do you manage both roles in the band? Is it difficult for you?
No. I mean, initially when you just start, because it was new territory for me when we just start. I mean, performing with guitar and singing was new. It was completely alien territory for me in the beginning of EarthKry. I mean, over the years, a level of comfort come with it, because you sit down and you practice. You make sure so you're able to maneuver while you're on stage. You know what I mean? You practice in front of the mirror, you take out your guitar and you go on and you play and you make sure so you're comfortable with it. Until it's almost like an extension of yourself. You know what I mean? So you think too much. There was a time where when we just start, me have to constantly look down instead of engage, make eye contact with the people. Me have to constantly look down. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, right now, reach a place where there is not eye contact, but it's not because me I look down to show me a place, because my head held up high like this and my eyes closed. Me I feel when me I play, me I solo. So it's not, I'm not looking at the guitar or at the crowd, but that is more acceptable, you know what I mean? Versus looking at the guitar, looking like me trying to focus on what is happening on the fretboard and things. So, practice and time, experience, brings that kind of comfort. So I guess at this point, I would say the answer to the question is no. It's not difficult for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And trust me, that rootsy voice, bro. Trust me.
Give
Yeah,
thanks, man. Give thanks.
Rootsy. All right. And I think
Blessed
that is
love,
what
man.
people really love over the entire world, that root sound, Awesome.
Yeah, man, I
All right.
agree, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
man, definitely. Jabies, I coming to you next now, but Kieran, you know, man, the man who lays down those grooves, tight reggae grooves. Russ, Bridget, how you do it?
Well, it comes with a lot of listening. First and foremost, you have to listen to what the ones before you did, and then you can not necessarily emulate, but you take bits and pieces from each individual, and you know make that your own, and that's how you go for it in laying those drum tracks. And even because some of the a lot of the drum fills, a lot of persons come to me and say like, how you think about that? But I took a piece from here, I took a piece from there, took a piece from there, and put it together. I get a nice intro drum fill. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
see? All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm happy you said that. So who are some of these persons that have influenced your playing?
All right. You ready for the list? All right. Let me see. There is from back then to ska, you have like Lloyd Nibs, you have Style Scott, you have Sly Dunbar, you have what's his name again? I said Style Scott already?
Yeah, man.
No? Yes, you have Leroy Osmond. You have, because even you have Santa Davis, you have Glenn Washington plays some drums, you know. Yeah. So from the reggae era, those are some of my the person that I listen to. But outside the reggae now, I listen to like Chris Coleman. I listen to Dennis Chambers. Yeah, those are the persons that I listen to mostly. Oh, and Steve Gadd and Steve Smith. Yeah.
Right.
I like those drummers a lot.
Awesome, bro. All right. Let's go to Jabez, man. Jabez. And sorry guys, I'm a bass player, so I'm gonna be a little bit more excited about the bass because this
Stop it,
man
man. Stop it.
this man is a this man is a killer bass player.
No, sir.
Brethren. All right.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, definitely. I know Alden does singing and playing, and
Yeah.
I might assume that playing the guitar and singing might be a little bit easier. But singing and playing the bass is something that I can't do it. I don't know if I don't have enough practice or what. How do you do it, man? How do you do it? You sing, you dance, and those crazy bass lines. How you do it?
I don't know. Joke, man. You're a practice man. Trust me. Took me a while. It took me a while before me even get comfortable with doing it by myself, much less on a stage. Yeah, man. It took me a little while, but doing it over and over. You see, once I learn the bass line, and it becomes muscle memory, then everything else just fall into place. Once the bass line and muscle memory, then it work on the melodies or whatever harmonies you're singing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Which is your favorite bass line?
From my one, would I be strong?
Strong?
Yeah. Strong one of my favorite bass lines. You know what I mean? Wildfire too, one of my favorite bass lines.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Mad.
Yeah. Revolution time. Yeah, that's one of my next favorite bass lines. If you're not stop me, I'm gonna call everyone I song. Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, man.
Bless up yourself, Jabez. Strong is one of your favorite, but 9 to 5, bro. 9 to 5 is probably in the top 2 for me. Guys, if you're enjoying this program, make sure you hit that subscribe icon, smash that subscribe icon, and leave a comment on this video. So guys, you have some great hit tunes, all right, in my estimation. I know people love you all over the world for your tunes. How do you write your tunes?
We write one thing them still, you know. We know
Mm,
we haven't recorded any tunes written by unless we do a cover, which probably only one cover song out that we do, as far as we know. But
mm,
unless it's a cover, every song we write ourselves. I mean, the inspiration normally come differently, but everything is from real life experience. Usually,
okay.
the inspiration come differently. I mean, maybe a man with a womb, with a bit of rhythm and something come to him, or him hear a one sound out in the streets and something come to like me. More time I watch movies or even on my walks. Me I walk sometime and me just the time in my footstep. I listen to it and something start playing. I made then look for them. They say yes, some words start palm out. I may have to back up my phone and write down something. But the music come to us in different ways. But all of it is written and constructed by us.
Mm.
You know?
So once you write, it's always this rootsy feel like that comes to you.
I mean, if we write something for Earth Kry, we write it with the intention to keep the roots. You know, what I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, we are musicians through and through. You know, so we have experience in creating all styles. The versatility is there through and through. So it's not that we don't have the talent for write other genres. You know, this is just roots. It's just something we're passionate about. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Some would say roots musicians are a dying breed. Some would say so. Yes, me, but me not believe so.
No,
Yeah,
sir. Not at
me not
all.
believe so. Yeah, for real. So, but so when and because we're trying to keep that vibe, the kind of like because if you check what go on a yard right, you know, roots reggae is not what is popular at home, you know, in the birthplace of reggae. Dance are really popular, and we not it's not to show hate or shade towards dancehall, and because it's the offspring of reggae, you know what I mean. So and his music just the same. So we appreciate all art forms, but reggae is not predominant at home right now. So we are trying to keep something alive. So when we do write, especially when writing for EarthKry, we try to keep that
Mm.
root sound in mind when we write. You know what I mean? If the song never ever come to us up by the time we reach EarthKry, it must be roots.
Serious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right. Overall, guys, I definitely I wanted to tell me. So which one of these tunes is your biggest tune in your estimation? Yeah,
Probably
Probably
hard
hard
road.
road.
Hard Road.
Yeah,
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 man.
yeah,
man.
hard road, yeah.
Probably
Mm.
hard road.
But hard road
Angela,
and 95, kind of neck and neck.
mostly that's on the platform.
Yeah, between them two children.
Mm. Definitely. All right. Cool, cool. All right. So guys, in terms of achievement or achievements, what has been your biggest achievement so far as Earth Kry?
I think we may view achievement a little different from the norm. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because
Yeah,
to me, when we go all the way to Middle East and we hear some people know we are not sing a song and them something. To me, that
right.
is a major achievement. You know
Definitely.
what I mean? To some, that probably is not. But
Mm.
yeah, things like that to me is
Right.
achievement.
As we have Mr. Simpson online with us. Simo,
Oh, go on, Chris.
bless up. Do you have a question for Earth Cry?
I know, say me there and listen. Most of the questions that will come to my mind, me ask. Yes, me.
Real?
You know,
You have to think of one, do one. You're able to turn on the camera?
yeah, man. Me just
Turn
amazed
on
with
the
the man
camera, now, bro.
them work. You see me?
Yeah,
Oh, I
man.
go on. Oh,
Oh,
I go
Mr.
on.
Simpson. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah, man.
Just amazed with the man them. You see, because the man them do some unprecedented things where me, I see a lot of musicians who can achieve. Because I've been to so many places and when we go US and things here first is at the Earth Kry. Me persons as a raging fire, and these are persons who I know personally. Me come Edna, me see Philip Bad Pan Keys, look up to him same way. Me see Kieran Pan drums, always calm and humble. Aldine, big voice, playing keys same way. I see Aldine play a lot of instruments. And then Kamada just cool and a youth where you can read the way. You see me? So me really proud to see what the man them achieve and just hope that the man them just keep the thing focused and keep the love alive. And make sure say, them wave the banner of Jamaica high same because me feel proud as an individual and me feel proud as a nation. See young men like I steer the country in the right direction. You see me? Really love that. I mean, I've said that you feel for nothing to know. You see me?
Yeah,
Give
and true,
thanks.
man.
Man,
Love, love and
respect,
respect
brother.
every
Respect,
time.
brother.
Yeah, man. But what me really like personally, what me like to see what these guys are doing, is them a bring other artists on the road and I give them the exposure, which is so lucky nowadays. They have other persons who are talented and you see you guys are do that. Me sooner with the Rick Jam and the other female, I can't remember her name now, and that is great. So we really like to say you guys are getting there, and at the same time, when I bring somebody else, you see me? Enough respect. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bless up, Simon. Bless up yourself.
Give thanks, Simon.
Yeah,
Upful,
man.
man.
Thanks for
Bless up.
tuning in. Where do we see Earth Kry within the next 5 to 10 years?
I mean, the biggest of world, hopefully the biggest of world stages, you know what I mean? The next 5 to 10 years. Spread the music further. I mean, we've been to a lot of places. I can't right now. We probably can't count with. I mean, it's limited now, but we can't count right now. I can't remember all of them because them so much. But we want to spread the reach, extend the reach. You know what I mean? To all the places that we play, and spread the message that roots reggae music is still alive and well. You know what I mean? Just the same. So maybe extend the reach and even if there's a Grammy in the mix, I mean it's not a priority, but hopefully that could be in the mix in the next 5 to 10 years.
We are hoping that.
Along with
Definitely.
extending the reach, you know what I mean? Because we've been out here tiling, been out here doing the work. So within the next 5 to 10 years, that would be a nice kind of achievement to have under the belt.
Also, would I love if we reach at a stage where we can bring more acts, you know what I mean? Give more opportunity to the younger youths, them and me would I love if we then our better position can bring more people. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You have more bands, especially more bands.
Yeah,
man.
Definitely.
Next 5 to 10 years, I would want to say tour like the globe, do like a tour of the entire world, and also we want to put on like our own festival.
Right.
Yeah, we would like to see that and have that in Jamaica. So we carry the acts from around the world to come and perform for in Jamaica. We'd like to see that also. And also like when we're touring, like to have a collegiate of Jamaican artists and our bands touring together. Yeah, that I would love to see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bless up yourself, Kieran.
Yeah, we have a rock steady, old school rock steady EP coming out. Just stay tuned. Dandy Shandy. So the Marga Dog is one of the singles from that project.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man.
Much respect. So we're looking out for that. Definitely. We're looking out for that. Last night when we were speaking with Earth Kry, we learned that, I learned that Philip is a band leader. So I'm going to ask him to, and he's a person that I have been dialoguing with in terms of all the social media responsibilities. So Philip, how can we reach you? Or we are fans, how can we reach Earth Kry?
Well, you send us any message on any platform, we'll see them, whether it's by Instagram, by email, by Facebook. You know, once you send a message, we will see it. Sometimes not right away, but if you send an email, which is more official, then you know the response will be quicker. But sometimes in the DM, we have a lot of people sending a lot of stuff. You know, especially on the Facebook, there's a million people always a message on a daily basis. So once I reach out to us on any platform, trust me, we go through all the messages and we know the spam different when people actually need something. You know what I mean? So, just, you know, email earthkry.ban@gmail.com, or you know, you can hit us on the Facebook or Instagram. We'll respond, man. But yeah, want to see more bands. As we say, we're in the US right now, a tour, and a lot of the tours, a lot of the festivals that we do, sometimes we're the only Jamaican on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and these are reggae festivals, so we want to see more bands. And I guess something we'll never get into on this interview, but the logistics of how you get to be in a band, being a certain plane to actually turn it into a business, and then to a profitable business that becomes something like you make a living from. You know what I mean? And that take a lot of dedication. Lot of dedication. Lot of dedication. Focus and it's being consistent. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, we never get into that, but the rest of the musicians, you know, understand. So yo, we not reach nowhere, but it's to where we were, like when we started out to where we are now, there's a lot of journey we have covered, and it only that because of dedication. You know what I mean? Some of the festivals we post them on YouTube. You know, we're doing them. You know what I mean? And the relationship we build with some of the top artists around the world and bands and promoters and so forth. Just because it's not because we're famous or because we have money and these people that respect and people want what we're doing, want more what we're doing, you know, like authentic roots reggae from Jamaica. So when in the Jamaican diaspora, you might not see a lot of interest in that, because you watch the entertainment vlogs and bloggers and TV programs, they don't really highlight stuff like what we do. The more I like the, you know, the controversial stuff, more popular stuff, you know, because everything's about clicks and likes, you know what I mean? But at some point, you have to give respect to people like you know, who have a band like us on your platform. Show the world what reggae music doing.
Definitely.
And the value of music and the value of musicians, the value of good music also. You understand? But another time we'll get into how you get from, you know, when I record a song and then how you're going to get here, or you get it out there, how you're going to sit on a network and send emails and as a thing, and then you do it again and again and again. Right?
Definitely.
And creating content, or you do certain things, and then you create an emailing list, and then you make a contact, and then how you're going to get your visas, who to contact, how to get it. You understand? When they get a visa, we create the logistics. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff, you know, like moving around from coast to coast within America or in Europe or wherever, where you network with other bands, you know what I mean? There's a whole lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And it can't really talk about all that in one time. It's a lot of stuff. But if you're doing it, just dedicate yourself and do it. Just for this, you know, do it. You know what I mean? Like, going from a band, you have to sacrifice the time, because a lot of people form band and then they're playing in the other bands and playing for the artists. I understand because people have to make a living. But at the same time, you know, you have to take the risk and go hard and done. You know what I mean? I'll make the sacrifice, so you know, this year I'm going to dedicate yourself to it. You know what I mean? And it will work, trust me. Talent is not lacking. It's just the dedication. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Bless up, Philip.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I know that the business aspect is quite a lengthy one, Philip. So that's why I tried to stay away from it. So what I could do, I could definitely invite you guys back, and then we speak directly to the business side of all of this. If that is fine with you guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we can do that.
Yeah, man. Right. So
and that's what one did it now, you know what I mean?
definitely.
No, you know what I
Right.
mean? Can pass some more exam.
So probably can invite some other persons to deal with that specifically, and we
Yeah.
deal with that. All right. But
Yeah.
we have learned a lot about EarthKry tonight, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Right. I know you guys are extremely busy. So bless up.